Welcome to another episode of From the Pages, where we take a thorough and factual walk through wrestling history via the original programs and magazines of the era. Today we're focusing on the official event program for the 1989 WWF Royal Rumble, held at the Summit in Houston, Texas. This edition is packed with previews, character profiles, storylines, and detailed hype for one of the most significant pay-per-view events of the year. Let's break it all down, straightforward and complete. Main event, the Royal Rumble match. This is the first 30-man Royal Rumble in World Wrestling Federation history. The format is every man for himself. Wrestlers enter the ring at 2-minute intervals. Entry order is determined by random draw, which creates unpredictability and challenges long-term strategy. Once in the ring, the only way to be eliminated is to be thrown over the top rope. The match continues until only one man remains. Notable entrants include WWF Champion Randy Macho Man Savage, Hulk Hogan, Big John Studd, The $1 Million Man, Jake the Snake Roberts, Mr. Perfect, Andre the Giant, Bad News Brown, The Big Boss Man, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, The Bushwhackers Demolition, The Rockers Outlaw Ron Bass, Rick Martel, Tito Santana, Hercules, Coco Beware, Greg the Hammer Valentine, the Honky Tonk Man, Ronnie Garvin, the Red Rooster Akeem, the Powers of Pain. The Royal Rumble was promoted as a no-partners, every-man-for-himself contest where rivalries and alliances would be tested by chance and survival instinct. Pose Down, the Ultimate Warrior versus Rick Rude. WWF Intercontinental Champion. The Ultimate Warrior takes on ravishing Rick Rude in a pose-down contest to determine who has the superior physique. Both are described as highly trained and intensely competitive. The Warrior is noted for his massive, warhorse-like musculature, while Rude is characterized as sleek and defined like a racehorse. The winner will be determined by fan reaction at the event. The pose-down is not just for show. Tensions between the two are building toward an eventual in-ring confrontation. 6-man tag team match, 2 of 3 falls. Hacksaw Jim Duggan and the Hart Foundation versus Dino Bravo and the Fabulous Rougeau brothers. This match is fueled by personal animosity. Duggan has had ongoing issues with Bravo, and the Rougeaus and the Hart Foundation have a heated rivalry. Each team combines power and technique. Duggan is described as a rugged brawler. Neidhart brings raw strength. Bret Hart contributes mat wrestling skill. Dino Bravo delivers brute force. The Rougeaus bring speed and technical finesse. Battle for the Crown. King Haku versus Harley Race. Former king of the WWF. Harley Race returns to challenge King Haku, the new title holder, after Bobby Heenan declared Race unfit during his recovery from injury. Race wants the crown back and feels betrayed by Heenan, who aligned with Haku during Race's absence. The match is a conflict of styles. Race is described as a master of scientific wrestling and experience. Haku is a power-based, brutal competitor with martial arts ability. World Wrestling Federation Women's Championship, Rockin' Robin versus Judy Martin. Champion Rockin' Robin, known for her agility and courage, defends against veteran Judy Martin, who relies on strength and experience. Robin won the title from Sensational Sherry and is seen as a fighting champion. Martin has never held the belt, but has been near the top for years. The outcome may depend on whether Robin can avoid Martin's brawling and keep the match technical. Hulk Hogan. Hogan is described as highly motivated and physically dominant. He's feuded with the Big Boss Man and King Haku in recent months. The program praises Hogan's drive and connection with fans, stating he thrives on risk and competition. Macho Man Randy Savage versus Bad News Brown. Savage is furious about Bad News Brown's accusations against Miss Elizabeth, claiming she manipulated WWF officials to protect Savage's title reign. Brown's comments nearly led to a suspension, but Savage pleaded with President Jack Tunney to keep him active so he could face him in the ring. Jake the Snake Roberts versus Andre the Giant. A high-profile feud stemming from Roberts revealing Andre's fear of snakes during Saturday night's main event. Andre passed out in fear when confronted with Roberts' python, Damien. Since then, Andre and manager Bobby Heenan have declared war on Roberts. The program outlines the psychological warfare and looming threat of Heenan's interference or backup. Demolition versus the Powers of Pain. This tag team rivalry intensified at Survivor Series when Mr. Fuji turned on Demolition and joined the Powers of Pain. The article explains both teams' similarities, size, power, aggression, but notes Demolition's methodical approach versus the wild, direct style of Warlord and Barbarian. The betrayal by Fuji is a central point of this storyline. The Rockers versus the Brainbusters. Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty have been impressive in the tag division, but now face a serious challenge from Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. The two teams recently brawled on TV, igniting a feud that blends agility, the Rockers with experience and brute force, the Brainbusters. Tito Santana. Santana remains a strong mid-card presence, formerly both Intercontinental and Tag Team Champion. He continues to wrestle top opponents and is praised for his resilience and connection with fans. Santana's goal is simple: wrestle the best and work his way back to championship status. Ted DiBiase and Virgil versus Hercules. The $1 Million Man's feud with Hercules began when the $1 Million Man tried to buy him into servitude. Hercules refused, prompting the $1 Million Man to unleash Virgil in schemes to injure or weaken the strongman. The narrative emphasizes Heenan's involvement, the setup of planned interference, and Hercules' determination to stand free. Merchandise and promotions. WWF ice cream bars, vanilla ice cream with chocolate coating, and WWF Superstar trading cards on every box. Featured stars include Hulk Hogan, Jake Roberts, and more. WWF Magazine. Subscription, annual, and biannual plans with savings up to 42%. Call-in or mail-in options offered. Nintendo Power Magazine. Ad. Subscription offer for video game tips, strategies, and previews. This wraps up our extremely detailed walk through the official program of the 1989 Royal Rumble. It presents a full view of the WWF's roster, their major feuds, and the event lineup as it was originally intended, unfiltered and historically accurate. If you found this deep dive valuable, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. We do this every single day on From the Pages, preserving the history of wrestling one issue at a time. Catch you tomorrow.